Hello, BookTube. Hello, friends. Welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth, and we are 1 week in to March Mystery Madness. So I thought I would stop and give you a little reading update. Now, I'm not going to take time to dress to the nines, although I do have my my hat here. It's available, but I think I'll leave it off for today and just share with you quickly what I've been reading. So I haven't had as much print reading time, mainly because I started a couple of nonfiction books last month that I just mentioned in my February wrap-up that I just filmed, but I think this video will go up first because it's going to be a lot faster to edit. But anyway, I started a devotional and then also this big chunky, both are Christian nonfiction books, and I'm reading just 10 pages a day in this. But for a nonfiction book that, you know, that's got a lot of meat to it, that takes me a little while, and so it doesn't leave as much time for print reading. But in print, I have started on my Dress to the Nines book, which is Dial Emmy for Murder by Eileen Davidson. It's book 2 in the Soap Opera Mysteries. And then I started my read-along book, barely. I did put one discussion thread so far on the Mystery Madness Goodreads group. For this, let me know if you are participating, and then very soon I will put up another thread which will be for discussion of the first quarter of the book. I at one point figured out how much that would be, but I already forgot at this point. So just go to the Mystery Madness Goodreads group and check there if you are wanting to read this with me or if you've already started it. This is Everyone Here is Lying by Sherry LaPena, and I've only read maybe 3 or 4 chapters of that, so I do need to get a move on. The next book in print I will read is the one for Janelle, which is the middle square, and I'm going to be reading Full Dark House by Christopher Fowler, but I haven't started that yet because I've kind of been just going in order. I started with this one, but of course that's going to take me a little while to read. So I picked up my audiobook for the next prompt, which is 999. I ended up listening to 2 books for that prompt. I listened to 2 different books in the Mrs. Jeffrey series by Emily Brightwell. It's about an inspector from Scotland Yard, and his household staff helps him solve murders, but he doesn't know that they're helping. The 2 that I read are Mrs. Jeffries and the Missing Alibi. And then I read Mrs. Jeffries Stands Corrected. Both were very enjoyable, and I just zipped right through both of those. And then I moved on to the next prompt, which was Cat on the Cover. And I listened to, I think, book 3 in the Bookmobile Cat Mysteries by Laurie Cass. And I only listened to one of those. That's all I had checked out. And then I moved on to the next prompt. And after I had listened to a couple of books for the next prompt, I thought, you know, if I'm going to read 2 books for each prompt, I need to go back and pick up another one of the Bookmobile Cat books. So that's what I'm actually listening to today, and I'll probably finish it today. Anyway, I don't have physical copies of them. I'll try to get them from the library. But book 3 that I read first or listened to first, I think it's called On Borrowed Crime or Borrowed Crime. And then the one I'm listening to right now, I'll put a picture here. And honestly, I can't remember right now what the title is, even though I'm listening to it right now. I could tell you what it's about, but I couldn't tell you the title. Anyway, but here's a picture of book 4 in the series. I own book 5, so I may go ahead and just listen to that this month as well if I have time. This one is called Cat with a Clue. But for right now, I'll get book 4 done, and then I'll move on to the next prompts and, you know, to make sure I get all of the prompts covered. One thing I did forget to mention in my TBR video is that I am planning to continue my participation in the Triple Top Treat read-along, which is a read-along where we are reading all 3 of the Jenn McKinley Cozy Mysteries in publication order. And so the 2 for March are one for the books, that's in the Library Lovers Mysteries, and then for Batter or Worse, this is part of the Cupcake Bakery Mysteries. So these are what I will be reading in March for that read-along. So then for 911, I decided to start a series by Terry Blackstock that's actually called New Point 911. That, I don't know if you can see it. That's the series title right here. And this first book is called Private Justice, and I absolutely loved it. Now, I somehow must have known that I was going to love it because I already had checked out book 2, and I couldn't wait to start it. When I got done with this, I went straight on into book 2, and I have already finished it, Shadow of Doubt. So last night I was starting on the cat mystery that I'm listening to now, and I thought, I loved those so much. I'm just going to go on Hoopla right now and borrow book 3. But my county had already reached its collective borrowing limit for the night. It was like 10:30. So when I got up early this morning, I did borrow the next book. And knowing that I was going to, last night at church, I picked up the 3rd book. We have this whole series in our church library. This 3rd book is called Word of Honor. So I have not started it yet, but I may just zip on through the entire 5-book series this month. They are so good. It's about a small town called New Point. It's near New Orleans. There is a big Cajun influence and voodoo influence, of things, in the area. Mardi Gras still is a big thing, even though they are in a small town out from New Orleans. So all those different things kind of come into play as far as the setting. There is an underlying faith element, but it is real life. I mean, it is about a group of first responders. There's firemen, there's policemen, there's detectives, paramedics, everything. And it's just about their lives and the crime that they have to deal with. And it's so good. So good. I had not ever read any Terry Blackstock that I can recall, and I've heard great things about her, and now I can attest that she's really good. There's another series by her called the Restoration series that some of the ladies from my church have read, and they just love it. So I will be probably moving right onto that series as soon as I finish this series. Okay, so then that's what I have read and started so far for March Mystery Madness, but I also wanted to just do a shout out of a cozy mystery author that I met recently. She has moved to the area and has come into the bookstore where I work, and my first time meeting her, she was telling me that she had written some cozy mysteries, and so I was like, oh, well, do you have any copies of your book? I'd like to buy one. And she brought me one to the store one day when I wasn't there, and I honestly completely forgot that I was supposed to buy it. She left it for me, and then she came by a couple days later to make sure I got it, and I was like, thank you so much. And I didn't think about it until I got home. I was like, oh my goodness, I was supposed to buy that book. So Liz, if you're watching, please come back to the store and let me know how much I owe you. Anyway, she dropped off this book for me. This is called Chain Linked. It is a Moccasin Cove mystery, book 1, and it's by Liz Boger. So there she is right there, and I am going to read her book, and hopefully I'll get a chance to have her on my channel, maybe do an interview. I'm super excited to read this book. So anyway, Liz, thank you so much if you're watching. And I don't know if I'll get it read during March because there's so much going on. But while it's March Mystery Madness, I wanted you to hear the name Liz Boger and be sure to check out her books. I'm sure that they are available on Amazon. And I want you to, check it out. And meanwhile, when I get it read, I will let you know about it. So I think that's all for this video. Just a quick update about what I have read so far for week 1 of March Mystery Madness. Stay tuned because I have already filmed my February wrap-up. That'll be coming soon. And I finally filmed a video for my second channel, The Reading Reseller. I started out that channel doing a video every day, and then I realized pretty quickly I was going to have to shrink that schedule down to maybe 3 a week. And then before I even got another week done with 3 a week, I just fell off the map. So I did finally do a video today that'll be going up very soon, explaining what happened in my life and how much I have still been getting done with my goals in reselling and decluttering. So that part is going well. It's just that the video end of it kind of fell off the wagon there. But anyway, things are going well. I'm just working a lot and getting ready for my trip, trying to get our income taxes done, at least my portion of it. My husband has already got most of our household taxes done. He's just waiting on me to get the eBay stuff done. So I got to work on that today and get some listings done. And I got to get to the post office to get my eBay orders shipped. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.